Good morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101, and today we'll be talking about age-old coonery. Age-old coonery. So right off the bat, I want to let you know that Herschel Walker told Congress a couple of days ago that Black Americans should not get reparations, okay? So I want to put this into context, and I want to know where essentially his affiliation, his loyalty lies. Because when I look at this, ladies and gentlemen, quite frankly, I don't know where his loyalty lies. Because right here, Herschel Walker powerfully sticks up for Trump, but misconstrues protests and athletes. So as we look at this, automatically you're going to think that Herschel Walker is a Republican and that he will be in essentially in conjunction with Republicans. But then again, for the 107th United States Congress, which is mostly House majority is Democrat, he tells Democrats that Black Americans should not get reparations. So are you a Republican or Democrat, for one? And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, all skin folk are not your kinfolk in these regards. So let me let you hear what this brother said, so you can make your own judgment about essentially which is his case or why we should get reparations. Okay.
We use black power to create white guilt. My approach is biblical. How can I ask my Heavenly Father to forgive me if I can't forgive my brother? I never want to put anyone's religion down, but my religion teaches togetherness. Reparation teaches separation. Slavery ended over 130 years ago. How can a father be asked his son to spend prison time for a crime he committed? In the case we speak of, we're researching farther back in history, a history many are not taught or spoken about in school. America is the greatest country in the world to me, a melting pot of a lot of great races, a lot of great minds that have come together with different ideas to make America the greatest country in the earth, on earth. Many have died trying to get into America. No one is dying trying to get out.
Yeah, so that is Herschel Walker basically telling Congress that Black Americans shouldn't receive reparation. And I'm still a little bit shocked, but I'm not, because of history. And I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to read something out of Dr. Claude Anderson's book called Dirty Little Secrets about Black history, its heroes, and other troublemakers, okay? So it started off like this: wealth encouraged Black conservatism, right? This one right here. That's what I'm getting at. Listen to this. This is explaining Herschel Walker to a T. Oppressed Black people turned against their own people for various reasons, but most often to acquire advantage over other members of their race. Let me read that first sentence one more time, and I'll continue to read. It's only one page. Give me 1 second. Oppressed Black people turn against their own people for various reasons, but most often to acquire advantages over members of their race. Once those who are set free have been recognized, rewarded, and elevated by the dominant society, they are threatened with other members of their race, break free to urge them to re-identify with the group. They become conservatives, like Herschel Walker. And like any good conservative, they accept that they must be some losers in life. They will do whatever is necessary to maintain the status quo between the races, so as long as they personally remain elevated. Black conservatives and Sambos. Hold up, let me. Some of you guys are just tuning in. Some black conservatives and Sambos, okay, want more than anything else to live in a class society where they can escape the stigma of being members of the black race that they themselves are degrading. William Johnson, a wealthy, free, and conservative black in the early 1800s, is a fine example of a free black who placed his personal interest above the needs of his people. Shortly after receiving his freedom, Johnson started a small business with money acquired from whites. He used it to make more money. As his lifestyle changed, he began to despise the social behavior and economic conditions of blacks. Eventually, he disassociated himself from blacks and carefully cultivated the habits of whites. He bred horses, hunted, gave his daughter music lessons, and lined his study with books. He treasured his friendship with the wealthy white elite who embodied the values he most admired. Towards the end of his life, he made the final leap away from blacks. He purchased a sprawling farm outside of Natchez, Mississippi, hired a white overseer, and bought some black slaves. The man who had made his way up as a barber and moneylender concluded that the ownership of land and black slaves were the key to his happiness. That is out of Dirty Little Secrets from Dr. Claude Anderson's book. Very powerful book. I have the whole monologue of books over here, and this is modern day William Johnson. This is modern day William Johnson, because essentially you're asking yourself, what team are you playing for now, Herschel Walker? We knew what team you played for in the NFL, but what team are you playing for? Because we know right here that we look up your name. You are highly affiliated with Republicans and highly affiliated with Donald Trump. That's okay. That's your political affiliation. But the other day, right here on February 17th, Herschel Walker tells Congress black Americans shouldn't get reparations. That's what you told Congress, that black Americans shouldn't get reparations. Okay. Did he tell that to a majority Republican Congress? No. He told House Majority Democrats, the 117th United States Congress. So again, are you just against black people? Are you against Democrats? Are you against Republicans? Or are you just doing anything for your white slave masters, your white oppressors? Because oppressed black people turn against their own people for various reasons, but most often to acquire advantages over other members of their race. This is your friend, your buddy, your NFL superstar, Herschel Walker. This is him. And for you guys who are just tuning in, I didn't want to make this a super long video. I just wanted to point out, to make your own perspective, your own judgment of this man basically selling us out. Basically selling us out. So I'll play this for you guys.
We use black power to create white guilt. My approach is biblical. How can I ask my Heavenly Father to forgive me if I can't forgive my brother? I never want to put anyone's religion down, but my religion teaches togetherness. Reparation teaches separation. Slavery ended over 130 years ago.
I'm back.
How can a father be asked his son to spend prison time for a crime he committed? In the case we speak of, we're researching farther back in history, a history many are not taught or spoken about in school. America is the greatest country in the world to me, a melting pot of a lot of great races, a lot of great minds that have come together with different ideas that make America the greatest country on earth. Many have died trying to get into America. No one is dying trying to get out.
Now, I don't know if you can teach Coon in school, but he got an A. First, you're for Donald Trump, which that's your political affiliation. I got it. Now you're telling Democrats that blacks shouldn't get reparations. I mean, I don't know. I don't know his political affiliation. I don't know his special interests, but he's a modern day William Johnson. Same person who sold out his own countrymen, his own people, and end up owning slaves themselves. That is what he is. And again, foundational Black Americans, we take a kick to the nuts. You guys have a great and wonderful day. And bravo, Herschel Walker. Bravo. You done it. You repeated history over and over and over again. I'm out.